Hi, I'm Yshay from Livecycle, and I'm going to show you how to install our collaboration SDK on an existing repository with a preview environment. For this use case, I'm going to show this repository, which is a simple portfolio application, web application, very simple, based on Next.js, that is currently hosted on Vercel. So the first thing I'm going to do is connect to GitHub. And now I can choose the repository I want to install on. In this case, it's Portfolio SDK. And I'm going to select the option Use Your Own Preview because we have already preview environments that are provided us by Vercel. So we only need to install our SDK. I'm going to create a new branch in our project. Afterwards, I'm going to install the Livecycle SDK. Notice that there are two ways to install the SDK. One is with an NPM package and importing it in your project and then activating it with Livecycle SDK and it. The other option is using a script tag. Since it's a Next.js application, I'm going to go with the NPM package option. So the package is installed. I'm going to add the import here, and since it's a React app, I'm going to initialize the SDK with a use effect hook, and then this means the SDK will be initialized on every load of the main component of the application, and the component is mounted. Great, so I'm going to publish this branch. Going to create a new PR. And once I have the PR, we can see that the PR is open there, and we can see that we have a environment that is building with Vercel. We can do click on Next, and Livecycle detected the preview environment that Vercel has deployed, and now we can define this configuration that every time there's a new preview environment that's created by Vercel, we are going to link it automatically to Livecycle. Alternatively, if we don't have this kind of platform like Vercel that provided this environment directly on the pull request, we can also use a Livecycle CLI to do the configuration in the CI/CD workflow. So, for example, if I have like GitHub action code that deploy my application to some website, so I can take the URL of the deployment and link it using Livecycle CLI. Okay, so I'm going to click Use Vercel for PR auto-linking, and we see that it worked. I got its confirmation, and now I can use Livecycle on this PR. I will show an example. I'm giving some node here, and we can see that the node is integrated directly in GitHub.